Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuri Hasanah. I'm from English Education of State Islamic University Raden Intan Lampung. Here I would like to present about the media and English teaching language. So before we start to know about the media that I want to deliver to you all, let me discuss about the education nowadays in Indonesia, especially for English language teaching. Nowadays, teachers have to be creative in delivering materials to the students. As we know, English is defined as foreign language in Indonesia. So students start to learn English at early age, and also in all of level of education almost there is English as a foreign language that's so to learn. And not all the students can learn faster the English language because that is a foreign language, not like an Indonesian. So not all students can learn faster that language well. Okay, here I would like to deliver about the media that I use, and I hope this can help the teacher to teaching English interesting, easy to understood, and student don't get bored, and also the student more pay attention to learn English. Based on the journal that I have read it before, it's talked about the use of comic strip as an English teaching media for junior high school students. Comics as the printed material with colorful illustration or without color, the story and the realistic as well as interesting character can motivate students of all age levels. Pictures at the comics are identical to fun, interest, and concrete things. It can attract the reader to read the story further. If the reader is motivated to read the whole story, the implicit aim of reading the comic, such as for entertainment or education, can be reached easily. Colorful comic can be a very interesting thing for reader, especially for students. As printed material for the teaching and learning process in the classroom, comic strips are considered as teaching media. Teachers use comic strip as both materials and media. Interesting materials and attractive media can be shared in the classroom to help the student learning process, especially for English teaching language. Well, okay, after we knew about the comic strip let me to know you all what can we do the comic strip is for the media in English language teaching. The comic strip that can use to increase the student vocabulary. That is to know the how students share or create a new vocabulary, or to know how much knowledge of the student vocabulary. To the comic strip that name activity is vocabulary clues activities. The kind of this comic is excellent way to highlight or practice specific vocabulary items. And before we deliver the comic strip, there are procedures that we can do before. The first is choose the comic strip that you want to deliver to students, and the next remove the words from one or more panels of the comics, and or you can remove all of the words of the panels or remove all of the dialogue so the student can create a new vocabulary or create a new dialogues. And if there are the dialogue from the first panels and you remove the word or the dialogue in second panels, make sure that connected each other so the student not getting confused. After this, let the student to fill the blank of the panels with the correct or the vocabulary uh, which connect to the storyline of the comic strip. Okay, the use of the comic strip as a media in English teaching not only for increase the student vocabulary but also in grammar teaching and also to know the student comprehensions. Those all can use the comic strip as a media. There are other activities teaching English through the comic strips. Not only fill the blank words, but it can be something like jigsaw comic strips. Uh, it is to know how much students understood about the storyline before and let the student try to connect the jigsaw story of the comic strip to the correct and suitable by sequence. Okay, I think that's all enough for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm sorry for the mistake if I cannot deliver well. I'm so sorry. And but I hope the English teaching or the teacher, all of the teacher in Indonesia, um, especially in English teachers, can be deliver the material or the media in English teaching can be better from the years by years, and the student to be better to apply the English that they have learned before in the school or the institute or the course or in their experience. They can apply in daily activities in a good way. Okay, thank you very much. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.